Good. All right. Inside the Frame podcast, streaming live with an August update. Excited about a couple more guests coming in. I think we have Donna Rossetti Bailey coming up. We have Rob Lynch coming up. We have Marsha Ballou coming up. Marsha Ballou is going to have some work hanging downstairs. Some very colorful, very exciting images that are in the showroom of the Frame Center. So stop in and see those. Dina's in the midst of preparing for our next show upstairs in the Frame Center gallery space. It's going to be a collection of photographs. Some of the works that we've been doing a lot of framing for Allison Shaw, so we're going to show a few of her pieces, along with the very talented Frame Center employee Max Mattei. Some of his images, which I'm really excited to get those up. A lot of people have been in and they've worked with Max and had a chance to have him help them framing stuff. But I think it's nice for them and for customers to get the opportunity to see some of his works and what he actually does, because he's a super talented photographer as well as, being a talented picture framer. I think we'll also be including some of Mike Sleeper's works, some of the small, his new images that we kind of have the exclusive on, the small images or small works. I think that's what he's calling them. But we've had some great podcasts recently. We've had Keith Conforti in. He was a blast to talk to. I believe that was episode 10. Episode 11 was Laura Harvey, one of my favorites, definitely my favorite collage collage artist. I love her works. We broke out one of her pieces from 2005 from my collection and talked about cows and artwork. It's funny to see a piece that she had just won Hanover Days with, and then also, compare and contrast it to a piece she had done nearly 20 years ago. Great, interesting interview, I thought. I definitely look forward to talking to both her and Keith again in the future. If you want to tune in and hear a little bit about them, both of them, I think the interviews as I go and get better at this, kind of give some insight into their personalities. And I think that that's a big part of what the Inside the Frame podcast is all about. I'm looking forward to, talking to more people, giving insight into who they are as people as well as artists, talk about their works, just talk about them in general and what inspires them, what they're working on, where they're showing. I hope that, that kind of breaks down some of the barriers about buying artwork. And if you see a piece up on the wall and, in any place where it's for sale, knowing that artist, I think, is something that makes buying that piece that much easier and justifies the investment. What else is happening here? I think we've definitely had some other people in that I'm drawing a blank on now that we're recording live, but all of the conversations have been great. And I'm looking forward to having more of them and getting better at this interview process and digging out from these artists the things that people are interested to hear about. So if you are interested to hear from a certain person, drop us a line and give us the suggestion. If you have certain questions that you'd like to hear for some of these future artists, or business owners that we're talking to, because business owners, I think, are also very interesting people to speak to, especially business owners, like us, like the Frame Center, that are involved in the arts in some sort of way. In fact, when we were talking to Laura, she had worked as a chef for a while, and I think that that's an art that's like something interesting to consider. Just the similarities of the two businesses. So I'm also looking forward to talking to some other businesses that have an art focus. or business owners. So not exclusively artists, but people that work in the art fields. I think that I think it's going to be cool. So like I said, suggestions, send those along, and we're just going to keep doing what we're doing and get better at it. Talking about a new set, get some new chairs in here, maybe a desk or a table. They keep the coffees on. Definitely want to show off some of my coffee mug collection. So we'll be we'll be just plugging away. So please tune in, drop us a line, like and share the podcast.